guys, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. It is Thursday, June 4th, and we are one day away from induction. I go in tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. and it is 11:40 almost, so less than 24 hours. And I guess we will see if ASHLYN comes before midnight or not, but tomorrow might be baby day, or it might be the next day, but I go in for my induction tomorrow. Still kind of hoping I go into labor on my own like tonight, just to spice it up. But I'm on the way to the hospital now because I have to do some pre-induction stuff today. Not sure what exactly, but I'll find out when I get there. I had to take my last ever bump clip today for my progression video, my 39-week one. I went ahead and did it today because I'm not gonna have a chance to do it tomorrow. It's very bittersweet. Let's see. Londyn is in there with her dad. She just opened her Advent thing, which I'll include it in here in a second. Last one. Last one.
Last day, well, pause this.
I am.
Bet you when you get back.
Hurry up. Huh?
Bet you when you get back, we're sleeping.
No.
Uh-huh.
What's that?
I'm just gonna put her in her room.
Ha ha.
Shut up.
We're telling you to rip it. It's not a prank. Ooh, what's that? A knee. They're horses.
Oh.
Well, they're unicorns, but same difference to her. What are those? A horse? Is that what you're saying? Nay. They're unicorns, but same concept. They're magical horses.
Yeah, instead of nay, it's nay. Because they're gay.
Of course unicorns are happy.
What do unicorns eat? Hey.
Until they open.
Oh, you even get a brush to brush their little hair.
Alright, my mommy has to go. But she's here with her dad. Her great will be coming to our house today. We're talking about meeting up for lunch. It depends on how long this appointment takes. If we're gonna meet up for lunch or whatever. I have to start the crock pot. I was supposed to start that this morning so it could cook, but last night when I was laying in bed, I realized that I did not get any seasoning for it, because usually I buy a kit that comes with the meat, the seasoning, and the vegetables, but they have not had that kit the past 2 weeks, so I had to buy separate meat and separate vegetables and completely forgot to get the seasoning. So I have to see if I can find some and start it today and just cook it on high instead of on low. I can't concentrate on what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do Bluetooth. So yeah, I have to see if I can get some seasoning at the dollar store and get that started in time for dinner, and then figure out what we're gonna do for lunch. And then I have a bunch of other stuff I have to get done today to be ready for tomorrow. Alright, I'm about to leave the hospital now. That was pretty quick, thankfully. It only took about 30 minutes. They just asked me like medical questions. She checked heartbeat and my blood pressure and stuff. Nothing too crazy. Just made sure everything was ready. I made sure to get my questions in because I needed to know about, with Christopher coming and going, making sure that that was allowed still, that he didn't have to stay the whole time, which he doesn't. They said they encourage you don't come and go, but that they can if they have to. Because like you guys know, our plan is for him to come closer to time. That way he can still be home with Londyn as much as possible, because I don't feel comfortable leaving her without either of us for that long. But she did say that he should come in when I come in to get checked in and get him checked in, and then he can leave and come back later, because I wasn't sure if he was going to be allowed to come in before I was checked in. and I just asked all my basic questions. I asked about the COVID test, and she said that they'll do it first thing when I come in tomorrow, and the results only take about an hour, so that's not that bad. And she's all telling me, oh, we'll be fully suited in gowns and completely protected and blah blah blah, and it's like, I'm looking at her like, right now she just has a basic face mask on and isn't completely covered and gowned up like she's saying, and I'm like, what's the difference? Like, you're seeing me right now with regular protection, and then tomorrow you have to be fully protected. I'm not gonna be any different tomorrow. I didn't say that, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, I guess. I mean, it's your policy, I get it. But well, I'm gonna head home now, and we're trying to figure out what his grandma's wanting to do. Well, actually I have to stop by the store first. We're gonna see what his grandma is wanting to do and when she plans to head over and stuff like that. I'm trying to get my phone to connect. It never wants to connect right, and I hate it. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's pretty much lunchtime right now, so I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be feeding London or if we're gonna go pick something up or something maybe. And I asked a couple questions on like the golden hour and the eye ointment and like some of their policies. And she was telling me they got these new cribs that kind of like swivel over your bed, which sounds awesome compared to like the regular hospital little baby cribs. And I asked like what they provide. They provide everything that you need for you and baby and stuff like that, because I didn't get to do a hospital tour because they all got shut down. Anyways, yeah, done with that. We are good to go for 8 a.m. in the morning. I don't have to call and check in to make sure there's a bed or anything. I can just come in at 8, and they're pretty much immediately gonna get me started on the Pitocin since I did all this stuff today. I can't believe it. I don't know where the time has gone. Hello, you guys. Today's video is supposed to be a pregnancy update, the final pregnancy update, which is going to be a little bit different since this is the last vlog before I go in for my induction. This will be the last video you guys see before the birth vlog, which right now I'm aiming for June 10th for the labor and delivery vlog, but I'm not making any promises. I'm not sure how things will go yet. But this is the last countdown vlog, and I don't really have a whole lot to update on with this last week of pregnancy, and I wanted to include some other things in this video. So like I said, this update is a little different than my regular ones. London's being very strange because I left her this morning to go to my appointment, and now she's like, now she's really clinging to me, and it's really making me not look forward to tomorrow even more. Like, I'm looking forward to it for ASHLYN and all of that, obviously, but I'm not looking forward to leaving London, so it's really bittersweet. It's really hard battling with wanting to be so excited and so happy, but also being so anxious about leaving London here and not seeing her for like what could be 3 days, and leaving her with her grandma whenever Christopher's at the hospital with me and things like that. So it's hard for me to be 100% positive, and yeah. Talking about this last week of pregnancy, my 38th week of pregnancy, I will be 39 weeks tomorrow. I've had a lot of the same symptoms, you know, heartburn, the hip pain that I've always been telling you guys about, and the nerve pains, and everything has pretty much been the same. I've gotten some headaches here and there. The nausea pretty much went away. I haven't really had more nausea, I don't think. I'm still having to go poop a lot, and my discharge is still like more snotty. But I don't remember if I mentioned this last week or not, but I still have been experiencing a lot of leg and foot cramps. Like, my legs cramp up really easily, like Charlie horses and stuff like that. And I've definitely noticed that ASHLYN has been favoring my right side. Like, she keeps balling up on the right side to where it's super hard over here and then squishy over here, and like it just gets really tight. And I don't know why she's liked this side so much this past week, but she has. Another thing that started this week was I started getting some pubic bone pain. Like, the bone itself hurts, not like the muscle pain or the nerve pain. It's like the bone itself almost burns whenever I would move around and stuff. And I don't know if that's just like her head down there or what, but it was pretty painful. A lot of exhaustion. I feel like I wake up and I'm like frustrated at the fact that I woke up before my alarm and I couldn't go back to sleep. And then I get up and I get started with my day and I'm okay. I'm usually okay for a little bit doing my normal stuff, and then a couple hours and like I'll just be doing something random and all of a sudden I just get hit with, I want a nap. I feel like I could go to sleep right now. I'm so tired, I'm so exhausted. Like yesterday it happened. We had gone grocery shopping and Christopher got his haircut and we were just riding home in the car and like going by the bank and stuff like that, and all of a sudden I just got hit with this just huge spell of tiredness, and it just comes out of nowhere most of the time, and then I'm just really sluggish the rest of the day. I definitely have a pretty decent waddle going on now because for one, my thighs rub together because they've gotten a lot bigger and like wearing shorts and stuff, and two, my like joints and my hip area and all that stuff is just super painful all the time, so I can't really walk normally, and sometimes I can't put pressure on certain legs, and I can't get up like super steadily. I have to get up in sections pretty much. It takes me a minute to get up and stuff like that. So I've got a pretty gnarly waddle going on. Definitely noticed it walking around today outside, and like whenever I'm trying to follow the nurse around the hospital because she's trying to show me where to go for things, and I'm like trying to keep up with her, and I'm like And the last thing that I've dealt with this past week is just mild contractions. They haven't been super duper painful. Like I've had a couple here and there that are a little bit more painful than what I'm used to, but they're still pretty much just like period cramp level. And I've been trying to time them mostly just for fun, just because I've never had to time contractions before, and I wanted to do it and want to see what it's like, you know. But they haven't been closer than like 10 minutes apart, and it's usually I'll get them every 10, 15, 20 minutes for like an hour or two, and then I won't feel them for a while, and I don't know if it's I'm not getting any or if I'm just not registering that it's a contraction, because sometimes I'm like, is it really a contraction though? Because they're not so painful that I'm like, yeah, that's a contraction. Sometimes I'm like, is she just moving a certain way? Is that her position? Like, I'm not sure what that is exactly. So I try to time them the best that I can, but I don't know. I'm still kind of hoping that I spontaneously go into labor on my own sometime between now and before I go in for my induction, just because I want to know what it's like for my body to go into labor on its own. Like, I'd like to know what it's like for my water to break itself, or to get contractions on my own and not have to be on the Pitocin drip and stuff like that. But I don't know that that will actually happen. We'll see. You never know, but my hopes aren't too high with that one. Like, it just sucks because I want to really live in the moment of this birth and meeting ASHLYN and soak it all up and everything, but at the same time part of me wishes I could just fast forward to being back home and have both of them already, because of how much I'm dreading leaving London behind. That's like my biggest issue with this whole situation, is having to leave London here and not see her for that whole time. And that's what makes it so hard to, like, I want more kids, and I know I do, but just thinking about how much of a hassle it is to find childcare for your other children whenever you go give birth, it's like, how am I gonna do this again? That's why I've told Christopher, I'm like, we're gonna plan from the get-go to have a home birth with a midwife next time. But it's kind of just a joke. I don't know if I would actually do that or not, but that would be the easiest solution, is being able to give birth at home and not have to worry about finding childcare. I honestly wish I could do that this time, but I do not have a midwife, and it's too late for that whole thing, and just so much going on. And I mean, next time that I do give birth, I don't plan it to be in the middle of a global pandemic, so I don't know. That's still a few years down the line at least. Weight-wise, at my doctor's appointment, like last week, I told you guys I was like 163 something, and on my at-home scale last I checked I was 165 something, so I gained about 2 pounds. I don't think that will really change by tomorrow. I think I'm gonna end this pregnancy at 165, which is actually what I predicted I would be like a couple weeks ago. I was like, I'll probably get up to like 165 and then that's it. So I was actually pretty right there. Checked my blood pressure today. It was normal. It was like 122/80 or something like that, I think. And at this point, it's just hanging out and waiting until I go in tomorrow, spend time with Londyn, make sure my hospital bags are ready to go. I thought of some new things that I want to put in there to keep me occupied and stuff, since I'm going to be there alone most of the time and I don't want my mind to be racing too much. I need to have something to occupy myself and try and relax and get my mind off of things as best that I can. So I need to just finish up packing stuff, new stuff that I thought of, and stuff that I haven't been able to pack because I use it, like the laptop and stuff like that, which I've explained before. So later, at some point today, I'm gonna make sure my bags are packed and we have everything set to go. Make sure we have the car seat ready to go and the base is installed, and have mine and ASHLYN's bags ready to go and my pillows and stuff ready. Okay, real quick before I do the 39-week bump date, let's just do some final thoughts real quick. This pregnancy has flown by so fast. I cannot believe I'm literally going to be induced tomorrow and could have a baby tomorrow. Like, I don't know if she's gonna come before midnight or not, but she might. There's a possibility that she will come tomorrow. If not, then it'll be the day after. But just the fact that there's a possibility that I will have a baby tomorrow is mind-blowing to me. I don't know where time has gone, and I just keep thinking of the fact that I am about to have a newborn. It blows my mind, and I keep seeing videos all over the internet of newborns, and in my due date group on Facebook, everyone that's already had their babies and stuff like that. It is just so crazy, and it's like my baby fever is so high right now, and I'm like, dude, chill out. You're literally about to have a baby. Like, hold your horses. But I'm just so excited to meet her and see her face. I want to know what she looks like and like know what she weighs, and I can't wait for her to meet Londyn and for Londyn to meet her and to see them interact, and I just can't wait to be home with my family of 4. It's so crazy. We're gonna be a family of 4 in maybe a day. Like, she could come so fast or she could come slow. Londyn's induction took a total of 24 hours from start to finish, and I'm kind of thinking this one will go a bit faster because I've been progressed more and it's my second child and stuff like that. But obviously I can't predict the future, and you never know, anything could happen. But we will just have to wait and see. But it'll either be tomorrow or Saturday, most likely, hopefully. I doubt that they would let me go much further than that without stepping in more. But I don't anticipate that having to happen. I'm sure she'll come just fine on her own. This pregnancy was definitely a lot harder than my last pregnancy with Londyn, and I've been miserable. I've told you guys that so many times. I've definitely been miserable this whole time, but I still just haven't been able to bring myself to say I'm ready for it to be over. Like, I've kind of thought it, I'm like, I'm ready. I don't want to be pregnant anymore, but then I'm like, you don't mean that. You're gonna miss it. You're gonna wish you were pregnant again here soon. I'm stuck between I'm ready to just have my baby here and I want to soak up my pregnancy, even though this pregnancy sucked. Like, it wasn't the worst thing ever, and I know some women have it a lot harder than me, and props to anyone who does. Like, those of you that carry multiples or just have so many other issues, like morning sickness the whole time. I can't think of the science word for it right now, but there are people that deal with a lot worse than I have this pregnancy. but I think everyone deserves their spotlight, and everyone is allowed to complain about their pregnancy no matter how bad someone else's is. I just am flabbergasted at how fast this has gone by. It feels like I just found out that I was pregnant. I just told people I was pregnant. I just found out the gender. It feels like I was just 20 weeks. I was just halfway. I was just 30 weeks. I just got into the 3rd trimester. Like, everything feels like it just happened, but I'm literally about to have ASHLYN any day. I just can't wrap my mind around it. I could go on forever about how crazy fast this pregnancy has gone by, but it's just truly been so fast. Let me get this bump shot in and then figure out what our plans are gonna be and start getting whatever else is left for me to do done. And I'll probably pick up the camera again a little bit later whenever I am fixing up my hospital bag, just to like run through it again, because a lot has changed since I filmed that hospital bag video, which is kind of bad on my part. I've changed like almost everything, it seems, since I filmed what's in my bag. Like, it's the same concept, just different things, kind of. And I feel a little bad, but I'm sorry. It's still the same concept, I just got new things, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna make sure that's all squared away and make sure my alarms are set for the morning and everything is ready to go. This is the last bump date. One of the last shots of my bump. I did my last bump clip this morning. This is my last bump date. Tomorrow will be my last bump picture at some point. I don't really think that I've grown that much in the past like 3 weeks, but I mean, I kind of have. I don't know. Christopher's grandma is on her way here, and I'm just making sure my bags are good. I'm adding my spare SD card, spare battery, and charger for now. I can't pack the camera and the tripod quite yet, and I also can't pack the laptop yet, but I'll do that before I go to bed tonight. After I have to make sure that this video is edited and ready to go up before I go to bed tonight. So I still need the laptop and its charger and my notebook over there. I'll pack that before I go to bed, like I just said. I'm gonna go pack the boppy pillow because I don't need that yet, but I can't pack my pillow yet because I have to sleep on it tonight, so I'll have to grab that in the morning when I wake up. And I'll also have to grab my phone charger in the morning when I wake up, because obviously I need that tonight. And then that should be everything, right? Laptop, notebook, pillow, boppy, chargers, camera and tripod, and then make sure the car seat is ready to go, which we won't need the car seat until I get discharged, but still. I'm also adding in these two things, Sudoku and word search. I got pencil and highlighter. That's just some stuff for me to do while I'm at the hospital to keep me occupied, like I said, so I'm adding that in there. So I'm gonna go put this stuff and the boppy in the bags now, just so I don't have to worry about it later. And then tonight / in the morning, I will add the last couple things that I just listed. All right, so here's the boppy. I ordered those covers for it, but they are not at all what I thought I ordered, and they do not work, so that's irritating. I got some new clothes to pack, because I wasn't really happy with what I originally packed. I tried to pack from what I had, and I thought I would like it, but then I realized I didn't, so I decided to pick something up. So I've got some joggers to wear home, and this shirt. This is all just stuff from Walmart. I wasn't trying to go like all out, so I just grabbed some random stuff from Walmart. I have this shirt, it's flowy, and I thought the buttons would be nice for like easy access for breastfeeding if need be, and it's super soft and stretchy. And then I also picked up a pajama set, just because this is just soft and it feels nice and it has button-ups to help with breastfeeding. And yeah, I'm still gonna keep my other stuff in there just in case, but yeah, I got some new stuff that I thought would just be a little bit more comfortable. Got these new slippers the other week because I don't own any. I should have sized up, but oh well, so I just folded that down. But I will probably wear these to and from the hospital. I don't really know what I'm gonna wear to the hospital tomorrow. I was thinking just like a t-shirt dress type thing on, if it's not too short with my belly. I don't know. It also depends on what the weather is gonna be like at 8 in the morning. Not that it really matters since I would just be walking from the car to into the hospital, but yeah, I don't know yet. I'll figure that out.